What is up, Dangerous Lance? It's me, JT Dangerously, and I thought I'd stream this this first weekend of August to talk about this morning's B block matches in the G1 Climax, and also make my predictions for tomorrow morning's Block A matches, and just hang out with you guys in general. Now, before I start, I just do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all of the streams that have been going up on the channel from me. Again, thank you guys so very much for all the support. I usually never do streams, but it just makes it so much fun to talk with you guys, my subscribers, my Dangerous Alliance, answering your questions, seeing your opinions on everything. And again, I want to thank you guys so very much for all the support during these stream videos. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, let's just start off with the elephant in the room. We have now a new #1 contender for the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and that is the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii, because Ishii beat Kenny Omega, which a lot of people didn't expect would happen, but it did this morning, and it was the biggest win for Tomohiro Ishii. And once again, Osaka bites the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, because it seems like every time the G1 Climax goes to Osaka, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion loses. Now, history has shown it. We saw it. We saw it in 2000. We saw it in 2012 with Marufuji beating Tanahashi. You had it a year later with Makabe beating Okada. Then in 2015, Goto beating Okada. 2016, Ishii beating Okada. So Ishii's already done it 2 times already. Then last year, Evil beating Okada. And then this year, Ishii beating Kenny Omega. So when the G1 goes to Osaka, it seems like every time the IWGP Heavyweight Champion loses. The only IWGP champion to win in Osaka during the G1 Climax was, of course, the phenomenal AJ Styles. So that big win for Ishii automatically makes him the #1 contender, and it's going to be only his second opportunity at the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. His last opportunity all the way back in 2016 when he challenged Naito at Wrestling Dontaku. So it's been around 2 years since Ishii has challenged for the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. But Ishii winning was big. Coming from me, that was a big win for him. There was no way Omega was going to go undefeated. It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing to see, but it had to happen here. It had to happen at this event. And with that loss, it definitely opens a very small door for somebody like Ibushi or Naito to win the block, but it's very small right now. Then, before let's see some of the comments we've seen. Cheapest Heat, I thought Ishii would beat Omega, and I was right. Yeah, same here. If you saw my picks on Twitter, I did pick Ishii to win that match. So it was a banger. Another banger from the B block, and our first upset, only our second upset in this block since the Yano beating Ibushi in the block B. But this is only the second upset, so I was happy to see it, and Ishii absolutely deserved to win that match. Cheapest Seat, how are you? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? How is your weekend? How is your first weekend of August going? Mine is going pretty damn well. Hope yours is too. One of my good friends, Sparky. Hello, what's up, Sparky? And now from Sparky, also Styles had a great match with Suzuki and Okada. Yeah, in Osaka. Yeah, but it's been 4 years since an IWGP champion has won in Osaka during the G1. So it's saying a lot that winning in Osaka when it comes to the G1 is almost looks impossible. And you can even count Dominions there in Osaka, Joe. Some of the titles have changed hands. But it's been 4 years since a champion won a match in the G1 in Osaka. So it's saying a lot. Then got another one from Philip. Hey, what's up, Philip Roberts? How are you doing? Hope you're having a great first weekend of August. Another one from Sparky. Naito losing to Ibushi disappointed me. I kind of feel like Naito beat himself. He played with him too much. He played with him too damn much, and that crowd sure doesn't like Naito for some odd reason in Osaka. I mean, they haven't liked him, seems like forever. And I kind of think Naito beat himself. He let the crowd get to him. He got dropped on his head multiple times. I mean, that last drop on his head looked just made. I just had to hold my neck of how bad that move was. And if you watch that match, did you see Kota Ibushi hit the Boombaye, the Shinsuke Nakamura Kinshasa? That was a great homage to the King of Strong Style to win that match for Ibushi. And Ibushi is definitely in the driver's seat, because if he can beat Tama Tonga on August the 8th and beat Kenny Omega, he'll win the block. But for some crazy reason, I'm thinking Tama Tonga is going to find any way he can to win that matchup. I know his match against Goto this morning was forgettable, but the one thing we saw in that match, Red Shoes. I don't think you guys cannot imagine how good Red Shoes Imuno is in New Japan. He don't give a shit. You saw him flip off Fale. He is the best referee in wrestling right now. No offense to guys like Kyoto in the WWE or that badass Todd Sinclair, but Red Shoes is the best referee in the world right now. He takes no shit from nobody, and that's what I like about him. Now from Sparky. Also felt bad for Juice. Yeah, Juice, he got put in some crazy submission this morning from Zack Sabre Jr., like a pretzel. And he had no choice but to tap out. And now with Zack Sabre Jr. saying that if he beats Juice, which he did, he will challenge him at Strong Style Unleashed in Long Beach in the end of September. So, yeah, it's going to be a long fall for the IWGP US champion. I know Sparky commented on my last stream in the comment section saying that there's no way he's going to be going into Wrestle Kingdom as the United States champion. There's just no freaking way. Now, got some comments here. I think Ibushi's going to win the G1. He's going to have to hope that he wins his match against Tama Tonga, which that's not an easy win. Because if Tama Tonga can beat Ishii with help, Tama Tonga can beat Ibushi with help. But he has a great chance. If he wins, he has a great chance. But if he can beat Omega in the Budokan on the final night of Block B, he'll win that block for sure. Got no one. Did Matt Riddle sign with the WWE? Yes, he did sign with the WWE for 3 years. He'll definitely be at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Don't even be surprised he'll be at Brooklyn, cheapest seat. But he did sign. But I'm going to continue to say it. New Japan Pro Wrestling dropped the ball when they didn't get Matt Riddle because of their very strict rules of marijuana or drug use in New Japan. Definitely WWE got a steal because coming from me, I thought he was going to go to New Japan because during I think last year's PWG, Tiger Hattori was there, and he's kind of like a talent guy to look for guys in the indie circuit to come to New Japan, and I was almost penciling him in for New Japan cheapest seat, but with Japan's very strict laws about drugs, there was no way he was going to go. So NXT is going to have him, and I think it's going to definitely work out for him as long as he doesn't go to the main roster and let Vince McMahon ruin his WWE career. But if he stays in NXT for a while, he's going to damn near kill it in every match he's going to be in. Another one from Philip Roberts. Red Shoes don't care. He doesn't give a shit because he's been through it all. I mean, he's been through it. He don't give a shit, and that's what I love about referees in New Japan, like Red Shoes and sometimes Tiger Hattori. But Red Shoes is like the Earl Hebner of wrestling, without the screw job stuff with it. So yeah, but Red Shoes is the best referee in wrestling right now. That is for sure, Philip Roberts. None from Sparky. Tana will win with the gun stun. Yeah, I'm telling you. Do not think that Ibushi cannot lose another match because a lot of people have him penciled in for the finals, but if he slips up, if Omega slips up and he's got Yano next, if he slips up, Naito can easily sneak his way right into the finals with two wins against Sonata on August the 8th, and then on the final night, Zack Sabre Jr., in which I think we already know Naito's not going to lose to Zack Sabre Jr. after ZSJ tapped out Naito in the New Japan Cup this year. So that's an almost guaranteed win for Naito. But Sonata's going to be very interesting. I know Sonata got a big win over Yano with the help of the Paradise Lock on Rocky Romero, who got involved, which I'm thinking to myself, Rocky, don't get involved just because he called your name. Just don't get involved. But he got stuck in the Paradise Lock. They had to get Milano AT to help him get out of it, which was hilarious. But again, Yano's coming off a loss. Omega's coming off a loss and maybe a busted lip because his lip was just busted open. He's going to need definitely some stitches. But do not count out Yano against Omega on August the 8th. Do not count him out, because if Yano can beat Omega, that would be the biggest upset in Block 8 coming from me. I got another one from Sparky. Also, NXT wants to sign Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. Now, that would be interesting because, hell, Phoenix has been on Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground, so has Pentagon Jr. or Pentagon Dark. But I don't know. Luchadors really haven't done really great in NXT. Like, let's be honest. The Lucha Dragons were not really relevant at all. And hell, I mean, NXT would be good with them, but I mean, Pentagon Jr. is kind of a rogue. Phoenix would be interesting, but they just got Rey Mysterio back. So, I mean, do you want another Rey Mysterio? You want somebody unique? I mean, Pentagon Jr. is unique. I'm not saying he's not. He's just a wild card. Very much of a wild card. Number from Sparky. Red Shoes is Bad Luck Fale Volume 2 because he just says, fuck him! Fuck him! But yeah, Red Shoes is the shit. Red Shoes is the shit, and he makes some good calls. He makes me watch New Japan a lot more makes New Japan a lot more interesting to watch for sure. Now, the crazy thing I was like getting some research about is that we haven't had one draw in either block this year in the G1, which is kind of weird because it seems like almost every year we have a draw somewhere, either in Block A or Block B. Now, the longest match in Block B was the Ibushi Naito match this morning at 25 minutes and 9 seconds, which that was a classic. That one was a classic match this morning, and like I said, Naito played with Ibushi too much. If you wanted to beat him, you beat him. He was like slapping him around in that inverted figure 4. He should have went after that knee even worse, even more, but he just got careless and he only hit one Destino. When it comes to Naito, he has to hit 2 to win, or 3. Another one from Sparky. Yeah, Naito too cocky. Exactly. Naito got too cocky. And that's why he lost that match. And got dropped on his head more than once, like in that match. It was insane. But Ibushi got the win because almost like Naito didn't go tranquilo. He got like cocky 2016 Naito. Like, he let the crowd get to him because they were booing the hell out of Naito this morning in Osaka. And it seems like Osaka's just not been his city. Because I think he lost the IWGP title in Osaka. And he's lost a couple G1s, a couple G1 singles matches in Osaka. The no one from the cheapest seat. What happens if the top people in the block are at the end are tied? It all comes down to tiebreakers. And what's the tiebreaker? Well, let's see. Ibushi has to win over Naito. If he wins over Omega, he wins. He will win the block because he would have a tiebreaker. He would have a win over Omega and Naito. So. That's Naito's situation. Omega, I just think he needs to just win. If he beats Yano, he wins the block, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat box. If Omega beats Yano, he wins the block. And then with Naito, he needs Ibushi and Omega to lose and tie in the Budokan. And Naito has to win his last 2 matches, and then he wins the block. I think that's how the tiebreaker works in Block B. Ibushi has to win. Ibushi has to win his next 2 matches, and he wins the block. Omega just has to win, I think, 1 match against Yano to win the block, and Naito needs Omega and Ibushi to lose once, and then a draw, which a lot of people are thinking that's what's going to happen on the final night in B block because and then I think that's how the tiebreaker works. I don't know if it's true or not, but just let me know. From Sparky, Ibushi needs is it? Oh, retract. Okay, retracted it. Just trying to write it back down. But again, yeah, B block this morning was good. I cannot deny that Ishii Omega match was just match of the year candidate right there in the G1. And it's crazy that Ishii did it again. He had a great match against Yano in this year's G1. He had an amazing match in Corrigan Hall against Goto. He had an amazing match against Zack Sabre Jr. And now he's had an amazing killer match against Kenny Omega. Ishii, I hate to say, is the MVP in Block B because every match he's in has been just amazing. That is for sure. But yeah, I mean, 2 years since he's had a one-on-one shot at the IWGP Heavyweight title. That's shocking for somebody that popular that only had one title opportunity 2 years ago. But now he's going to get a shot, hopefully at King of Pro Wrestling in October. And if Yano wins, maybe we'll have Yano challenge Omega in Destruction in Kobe in September. So that could definitely happen as well. Let me know what you think. Who do you have winning between Tama Tonga and Ibushi on August the 8th? Who do you have between Naito and Sanada? And who do you have between Omega and Yano? Let me know in the chat box who you got winning those 3 important matches, because everything else is not really as important because it's really down to those 3 in Block B. Oh my God, Yano to be a contender. I just hope ZSJ is the next U.S. champ. Yeah, if Yano beats Omega, that I would say right now, if Kane Gaiman was here, he would say that would easily satisfy him, because I know Kane Gaiman is a huge Kota Ibushi fan, and having him lose to Yano is still sticking in his craw. And just to have Yano beat Omega, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if Yano upsets Kenny Omega, because there's no way Kenny Omega is going to come into that match 100%. There is no way he's coming in 100%. And Yano has been using underhanded tactics. He's done with the fair play, but he can definitely win. Don't count out the Sublime Master Thief and winning that match. Another from the cheapest heat. I'm excited for the Ring of Honor International Cup. Yeah, I'm pretty excited as well. I don't know if you got. I don't know, cheapest heat, if you want me to do a prediction like right in this video on who I think could win the International Cup to see who will challenge Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World Title. Let me know, cheapest heat, if you want me to do the predictions in this video, because I'll gladly do it and I'll tell you who I think will win. Even though I'm not doing that show because I'm not really good with tournaments and then going into the next night with just a guest. So let me know, cheapest heat, if you want me to do those predictions in this video well, let's say right now. If you want me to do the predictions right now, let me know, cheapest heat. I'll gladly tell you who I'm picking to win. Another from Philip Roberts. This whole G1 is crazy. Huh. You're telling me. I mean, but more of the crazy stuff has happened in A block. Let's be honest. There's been more craziness and more shocking moments that have happened in A block. Yes, Ishii beating Omega is a shock, but that had to happen. I think that had to happen because there was no way Omega was gonna run the table. No way he was gonna run the table in B block. And there's only been 2 upsets in B block. Ibushi losing to Yano and Ishii beating Omega. Look at how many upsets have there been in A block. Jay White beating Okada. Jay White beating Tanahashi. Elgin, Yoshihashi beating Michael Elgin. Adam Page beating Makabe. So there's been more upsets in A block than has in B block. But I'm happy that something different happened in B block finally. Another one, Omega's lips after that Ishii match. So much. Yeah. He's going to need, just like Rocky said, he's going to need some stitches. I know Ibushi was busted open in the mouth too. But again, he's going into that Yano match on August the 8th. There is no way he's going to be 100%. and Yano can absolutely take full advantage of that. Another one from TBC. The cup ends the day before my Honor Club membership ends, so I relieved, and yeah, you can do the predictions for that if you want. I don't want to take control of your shirt. Oh, I have no problem doing the International Cup. I thought of doing a singles video a couple weeks ago, but if I'll gladly do it for you guys. I mean, hey, you're the Dangerous Alliance. I gotta clamor to. I gotta definitely show some love to you guys. So I'll definitely do it right now. I mean, let's start off with the first matchup between the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham, facing off against Mark Haskins. Now, the Octopus got a big win over in that Four Corners match at Honor for All over Shane Taylor, Chris Sabin, and Kenny King. Then he had a big 30-minute Ironman match the night after Honor for All, challenging Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World title, and he showed a great showing. Now, Jonathan Gresham reminds me so much of Daniel Bryan. I've said that a lot of times. This kid reminds me so much of Daniel Bryan because of his size and his submission game. So Gresham has a good opportunity to maybe get another shot at Jay Lethal's Ring of Honor title. And then you have Mark Haskins, who I like to call a mini CM Punk, because if you look at Mark Haskins, he looks like CM Punk, like a smaller version of CM Punk when he was in Ring of Honor. And hopefully he'll have his wife there, because if you've seen Mark Haskins' wife, like, yes. But I do like Mark Haskins. I really do. I think he's a scary guy to win this. He's a scary guy to win this tournament. So coming from me in this first this quarterfinal matchup in the first ever International Cup, I'm gonna go, because there's gonna be a UK star going after that belt. There has to be a UK finalist for sure. Man, this one's tricky because I like Haskins and I also like Jonathan Gresham. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the Octopus. I'm going to go with Jonathan Gresham to defeat Mark Haskins and move on in the International Cup. And now the next matchup. It is between the former Ring of Honor World Champion. He is representing SCU. He is the Fallen Angel and Almighty Christopher Daniels. And his opponent is a Ring of Honor, a guy who's been in Ring of Honor as long as Christopher Daniels. His first time back in a long time. He is Jimmy Havoc. Now, I think this is a big opportunity for Christopher Daniels. I mean, former Ring of Honor World Champion, the first ever Grand Slam champion in Ring of Honor history, and this is maybe his biggest opportunity to regain the belt. Then on the other side, you have Jimmy Havoc, who I have not seen Jimmy Havoc in years. Like, in years. I haven't seen him since his TNA days. Like, when he was with Lance Archer and Christy Hemme, I think it was the Rock and Rave Infection. So it's been a while since I've seen Jimmy Havoc in the ring. So coming from me in this quarterfinal matchup in the International Cup, I can't go against the Fallen Angel. I've been a fan of the Fallen Angel for years, since his TNA days. So I'm going to go with Christopher Daniels to defeat Jimmy Havoc. Now, before I go to the other match, let's see these comments from Sparky. Yano will teach him how to fair play. Yeah, Yano's style of fair play is duct tape, the guardrail, the turnbuckle. And, well, we saw it last year. We all remember that match last year with the powder and the DVD and the duct tape. And he almost did it to Sonata this morning, too. So, yeah, Yano can definitely give, and I want to say it right now, Sparky, you remember Omega giving that book to Hangman Page? He may be wanting that book back if he loses to Yano, for sure. Now from Sparky, I picked Cody. Philip Roberts picking Cody, but Cody's not in this International Cup, if you want to believe it, because he's going to start getting ready for All In's NWA World Title. Cheapest Heat with Gresham, same here. Now from Philip, what do you think about Big Cass's name to Big Cass? Yeah, I talked about this in the stream. It's hilarious. I thought they were going to go with Big Ass, but they went Kaz, C-A-Z-Z. Like, so he's now known as Big Ass. Okay, now back to the International Tournament with the next matchup between Ring of Honor's resident high flyer, the man who is not all in. He is Flip Gordon, and his opponent is somebody I don't know a lot about. He is Kip Sabian. Now, Flip Gordon's coming off again his best match in Ring of Honor against Nick Aldis at Honor for All for the NWA World Title. He nearly had the champ beat, but he just fell short. He passed out by that Boston Crab. And he's looking to, well, he's still looking to try to get All In, but he's not going to be at All In. And he may be at All In too if it even happens. So Flip Gordon is looking to maybe get a huge opportunity at the Ring of Honor World Champion. Then on the other side, you have Kip Sabian, who I don't know a lot about. I know he's like a very young star in the UK, and he's very talented. That's what I've heard. So I don't know a lot about him. So coming from me in this matchup, let me know. Okay, so Cheapest Seat is picking Flip, and the prestigious one, Joe Hendry. I'm gonna agree with you, Cheapest Seat. I'm gonna go with Flip Gordon to defeat Kip Sabian. Okay, and then the final quarterfinal matchup in the International Cup, pitting the man who is going to be coming back from the very, very impressive G1, which is one of my all-time favorites. He is Hangman Adam Page, and his opponent is a man who challenged for the Ring of Honor Television Champion at, I think, Honor United, and I can't remember, I think it was Doncaster or Edinburgh. He is the prestigious one, Joe Hendry. Now, Hangman's going to be coming off a very successful G1 Climax, even though he didn't get a lot of wins, but he got a huge win against Makabe. And he's got Minoru Suzuki on tomorrow morning, so that's going to be a big-time matchup, and then he finishes up with Tako's Yoshihashi. So Hangman's going to be definitely coming in. A lot of people, I'm going to just continue to say it. Hangman Page should be a Ring of Honor singles champion in 2018. He has to be a singles champion because he has earned and he has deserved it. He is it. And he's got the best finish. He's got one of my favorite finishes, the Right to Passage or the Fade to Black, Kazarian's old finisher. But Hangman's going to be coming in with a lot of momentum because we already know he's going to finish up with losing to Suzuki, which I am predicting Suzuki's going to win, but he'll beat Yoshihashi. So he'll finish up with 6 points, it looks like. Fale, Makabe, Yoshihashi. So 6 points in general. And then you have the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, who he's been on Impact Wrestling. If you've been watching Impact Wrestling with that jackass Grado and Katarina, or Winter, if you remember her from the TNA days. But the prestigious one is looking to get a big match, getting a big match win, because he definitely showed a lot of people, including myself, that he can go against any champion. I mean, he faced Silas Young at Honor United last year. This year. So he can definitely get a big time win. So coming from me in the final matchup in the quarterfinals, I'm gonna agree with Cheapest Seat. I'm gonna go with Joe Hendry to upset Hangman Page in the quarterfinals. All right, now on to the semis and the finals. Well, now so it's gonna go from Jonathan Gresham versus if I had to go there, I would think they're gonna go like Ring of Honor, UK. So 2 Ring of Honor guys are gonna face off, I would think, and 1 UK star is gonna face a Ring of Honor star. So I'll maybe go Gresham. I actually want to see Gresham and Flip. And Daniels and Hendry. So that could be my 4 right there. I'm going to take Flip Gordon to defeat Jonathan Gresham in the semifinal matchup, if they make it there. And I'm going to take Christopher Daniels to defeat Joe Hendry. So my finals is going to be Christopher Daniels versus Joe Hendry. So coming from me, in the first ever International Cup, to see who will be challenging Jay Lethal at Honor Reunited London for the Ring of Honor World Title. Man. I got to go with Christopher Daniels. I mean, Jay Lethal against Christopher Daniels, it sounds like money coming from me. Yes, a cheapest seat Flip would be good, but I mean, you already know what's gonna happen. You saw that Honor for All. Bully Ray's gonna find a way to screw Flip out of that match. I'd rather have a match that's actually gonna be a match. And I really think it should be Christopher Daniels. I have a good feeling. I may be wrong about this, but that's what having different predictions are all about. So coming from me to win the first ever International Cup to challenge Jay Lethal at Honor Reunited, I'm going to take the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, to win and defeat Joe Hendry. Now, let's get to these chat picks. If you have not hit that like button yet, definitely hit it. Super kick it. Kamigoy it if you have to. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you're a huge wrestling fan like myself, if you're a huge sports fan like myself, definitely hit it and become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. Another one from Philip Roberts. Did you hear about Nakamura putting the U.S. title on the line against Jeff Hardy? Yes, I have, but you already know that's going to be a triple threat. Triple threat, because when they announced it, I was thinking, so no Randy Orton? Oh, yeah, they're going to add Orton on Tuesday. Guaranteed they're going to add Orton on Tuesday, so it's going to be a triple threat for the United States title. And just another match I just don't give a shit about. I hate to say that this SummerSlam card is as bland as it ever been. I mean, since like the 90s SummerSlams, like some of the old 80s and 90s SummerSlams, they were so bland. This one only has maybe 2 matches I care about. Let's be honest here. It just does not make sense that this card is so weak. Like, there's only 2 matches I care about. AJ versus Samoa Joe, which is the main event coming from me. That is the main event. And Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss, which, again, Ronda Rousey is a draw anywhere. And everything else is just so weak. It just seems so weak. That card is just pathetic. And I did hear that Asuka could be in the SmackDown Women's Championship matchup, and I know one of you guys said something about that in a stream a couple of weeks ago, and it looks like it's going to happen. So, again, keep screwing Becky Lynch out of a shot at the SmackDown Women's title. It almost seems like Charlotte's going to win the belt, so we can have Charlotte and Asuka too. So, I don't understand it, and of course, I did hear that Miz's answer to Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is no, that they won't have the match at SummerSlam, but knowing Paige, she will say, yeah, you're gonna face Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. So you're gonna add Miz and Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam, in which Daniel Bryan still has not re-signed with the WWE as of yet. Another one from Sparky. If Cody isn't in it, Daniels is my pick. It's the best match for Honor United. Yeah, Cody is not in it, and Daniels is in it, and he's a former Ring of Honor World Champion. I think that almost guarantees he's going to win. Because think about the matchups. Think about good matchups here from the United States side. Gresham versus Lethal. We already saw it the night after Honor for All in the Iron Man match. Just to stick it into the WWE's Extreme Rules Iron Man match. Paige versus Lethal could be a good one. Flip versus Lethal seems like there's going to be interference abound. The only logical choice is Christopher Daniels, because I don't even think Lethal and Daniels have met each other one-on-one for that belt. I don't think. I know they met in a triple threat, but I don't think they've met one-on-one. So my pick is obviously Christopher Daniels to win that International Cup. Another one from Cheapest Seat. I kind of think there needs to be an international guy in the finals. That's why I said I picked Joe Hendry to make it to the finals. Makes sense that he would make it. Everybody, again, it was going to be either him. It was going to be either him or Mark Haskins for me. But I think Joe Hendry deserves a shot at this International Cup, because he's kind of a lot more popular than Mark Haskins, Jimmy Havoc, and Kip Sabian. I mean, you got the crowd singing his song. He sings his own theme song. I mean, come on. You can't say that's not awesome, that somebody sings his own theme song. No one from Philip, yeah, and WWE is not doing so hot, even though it's the summer, and it seems like WWE is just slacking off with all these shit matches for SummerSlam. I mean, I also heard the Raw tag team title match is going to be a multi-man match. Like, why? Like, why? You saw it on Monday Night Raw. The Revival beat the Deleter of Worlds. That means the Revival are the number one contenders, and they'll face the B team. Yet they're going to add other teams to this, like the Authors of Pain, Titus World Slide, the Leader of Worlds. So it's going to be like a 4-way tag team match for the Raw tag team titles at SummerSlam. I think that's what I've heard, but just so dumb, just dumb as hell that the Raw tag team division is shit. The Raw tag team division is shit. And yeah, I heard that whole Matt Hardy retiring. That does, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I saw the tweet, but I mean, I'm not buying it until they say that. Oh, okay, Matt Hardy's officially retiring from wrestling. Until WWE says it, I'll believe it. Cheapest Heat. No one from Cheapest Heat, Asuka along with Vega, Lana. No, let's just hope not. Let's just hope not. But it's obvious Asuka's going to be in it because they're going to need Asuka to be in the women's title picture, even though she's lost the last 3 women's title let's see, 4. The last 4 title matches against the SmackDown Women's Champion. And history has shown the women's title has changed hands on at SummerSlam. I think like the champions coming in don't have the advantage at all. I mean, Naomi lost the belt last year and Alexa Bliss lost the belt last year. So history at SummerSlam for the champion is not good. No one from Cheapest Heat. No one from Sparky. I have some bad news. Nakamura said he's getting older and he can't handle the crazy New Japan Pro Wrestling style, so it seems he is re-signing, but I hope he changes his mind. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, if he does re-sign, he better be WWE champ soon rather than later. He needs to be WWE champ. Like I said, the U.S. title is such a slap in the face to the man. Like, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. And he's like, the whole heel, him going for the balls every time, it's different for him, but he has to win the WWE title. If he resigns in 2019, he better be WWE champion at least once, because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how they're treating a guy that's like internationally famous. I mean, hell, even Kota Ibushi used his Kinshasa in his match against Naito this morning. I mean, come on. He's well known in Japan, and he has maybe his best entrances in New Japan. If you've never seen his entrances in New Japan, look them up because they're actually cool. Unlike the ones you see now with the whole Thriller jacket and the violin thing, that was cool. But his stuff in New Japan were amazing. I got over for GBC. What any of the international guys versus Lethal? Well, hell, any 4 of these guys could challenge Lethal, but I think, like I said, Mark Haskins and Joe Hendry would be my 2 international picks to win, because I think those 2 can actually have great matches with Jay Lethal. I think it will be Daniels versus Flip, Gresham versus Hendry. And who do you have? And you have Flip and Hendry in the finals, and then you have Flip winning. Okay, I like that. And I had Daniels and Colognes. Oh my God. Now who I had? I had Gresham versus Flip, and Daniels against it was Gresham and I'm trying to think, how did I say it? I said Gresham and Mark Haskins. No, I didn't say Mark Haskins. I said Gresham, Daniels and Joe Hendry, Flip. No, I said Gresham and Joe Hendry and Daniels and Flip, and I had Daniels and Gresham Daniels and Joe Hendry in the finals, and Daniels winning. Now from Cheapest Heat, Matt Hardy retired. No lie. Again, till WWE says it on their website or on their Twitter, I'll believe it when I see it. Now from the Cheapest Heat, 8-person women's title match. It's just, hell, it seems like if they're going to just add every available woman in Becky Lynch's one-on-one opportunity, which just seems like she's losing. Like her chances of winning when it was one-on-one almost 100%. Triple threat match, 50. Fatal four-way, 10. So it's sad that they're wasting Becky Lynch just to have Charlotte go over, because Charlotte was the women's champion. And I just got a funny feeling they're going to just give the belt to Charlotte because it's Charlotte. She draws. Number 9, including Naomi. Oh my God, dude. Don't even put it on the main show. If it's 9 women, just put them on the pre-show. It's just, and then 10, including Renee Young. Well, if Renee Young wrestled. I mean, that women's title match is so uninteresting to me. I hate to say that, but hell. I mean, like I said, the only matches I care about, Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss, just because it's Ronda Rousey, and you already know I want to see Alexa Bliss because of that bod, if you know what I mean, and AJ and Jill. That's it. That's really the only 2 matches I really give a shit about. Known from Sparky B Team versus Revival versus the Leader of Her Worlds versus AOP versus Titus Worldwide versus the Usos, New Day Bar versus Bludgeon Brothers. Oh my God. Well, most of those teams are on SmackDown, Sparky. What, the Bar, the New Day, Gallows and Anderson, the Bludgeon Brothers, the Ascension, the Colons. The Colons. Yeah, good thing you didn't forget the Colognes, or I like to call them the Colons, because watching them is just like having a colonoscopy. Just, no. Yeah, but it's just, so WWE likes multi-man matches. Now you're seeing the into the eyes of Vince McMahon. You smart. Sparky, you smart. And they never work. That's the weird thing. When it comes to multi-man matches or multi-women matches, they never deliver when it comes to the WWE. If they did multi-matches in Ring of Honor, they deliver. I mean, hell, we're going to have Chaos versus Bullet Club at Death Before Dishonor in a 10-man tag. You know that's going to be fire. And most of the tag team matches or 6-man tag team matches in New Japan are actually better than WWE 6-man tags. And hell, even the women of Honor tag team matches or 6-man tag matches are better than any tag team match Bayley and Sasha are in, or the Riot Squad, or some bullshit like that. Another for GBC 11, including Flip Gordon. Wait, you calling Flip Gordon a girl? What you calling GBC? You calling Flip Gordon a girl now? Now you like Flip because he's all in. Well, he's not, but he says he's all in. Now, if you're new to the channel, thank you guys for showing up on the stream. If you have not hit that like button yet, definitely hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream today. Again, if you're new to the channel, definitely super kick that subscribe button, become part of this bigger dangerous alliance. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me at Red Sox Dominance, because I'll have my individual G1 Climax predictions. Even though I'm not going to be streaming the previews or picks as much as I'm thinking of doing, but definitely check them out and follow me on Twitter at Red Sox Dominance, and definitely don't forget to hit that like button and show your support to the video. Knowing from Philip Roberts, Nakamura and Jeff will eat an RKO, and Orton will win the U.S. title. But does he really need the U.S. title? Think about that. Does he really need the U.S. title to be relevant? He really doesn't, because he's already relevant. He's already the Viper. He's won every belt in the game. He's done everything. He's a Grand Slam champion. The belt is almost non-existent in this soon-to-be triple threat match. So I don't think he'll win. I think Nakamura has to retain, because it'd be stupid to take the belt off of him after he just won it at Extreme Rules. It would be stupid. So I don't think Orton is going to win, because I don't think he needs it anymore. He's just there. He's just doing his Viper awesome heel promos every week and beating the hell out of Jeff Hardy like nobody's business. Knowing from Sparky, last time we spoke about Rude and Balor, imagine them having a feud in NXT. Would have been glorious, but in WWE it will be absolutely glory smiley. Oh my God. like if they had a match in NXT, that would have topped a lot of the takeovers in the beginning, like in the beginning of NXT. That would have been amazing. But now we're getting it in WWE, and they look like jokes, and they're smiling like nobody's business, because they're almost like, it's almost like they got hit with Joker gas, and they're just smiling and just laughing, like until they have just a big smile on their face and they're dead. That's what it feels like. It feels like WWE, when it comes to stars like Balor and Bobby Roode, they got hit with the Joker gas, and they're just smiling, and you got to leave with a smile on your face, like just stupid. Number from Cheapest Heat, I'm just kidding about Flip. I'm the only one who had faith in him to beat all this, and I was wrong, but still like it. Well, a lot of people like Flip. I mean, he served his country, which I absolutely appreciate. Anybody who served their country, I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't have. A lot of people. I was thinking it was going to happen because of upsets when it comes to that belt. But if the fact was clear, if like a lot of people do want Cody to be the NWA World Champion, because it's kind of his birthright. His father held it 3 times, and that title is kind of his birthright. But you could tell Cody could not have helped them if they didn't reverse that call. Like again, Flip Gordon had the what do you call it? But yeah, I mean, I like Flip. I think he's talented. He had a fantastic Best of the Super Juniors this year. But again, he's not all in. He's all in for a $20 gift card for what was that thing on Being the Elite? Cracker Barrel or something like that. He's all in for that, but he's not all in. Now for Philip Roberts, yeah. With Orton, does he really need it? That's the biggest question. Another one from the Cheapest Heat, Rude versus Balor. Winner gets free dinner at TGI Fridays. Hell, winner gets a title shot if they're lucky, or winner gets a free dick suck from Vince McMahon to get over. There's a match right there. Rude versus Balor. Winner gets to suck McMahon's dick and go over. Think about that. Number from Sparky. Also, we spoke about fantasy booking WWE versus New Japan. We forgot Daniel Bryan versus Kushida. Yeah, there's another great fantasy matchup. That's for sure. With 2 submission styles like Kushida and Daniel Bryan. That's another good one. That's a good one, Sparky. I appreciate that one. Another from Cheapest Heat, Cracker Barrel. Yeah, that was Cracker Barrel. And you saw the look on his face, like, what the fuck? Like, give me this. That's your golden ticket to Cracker Barrel. The number for the Cheapest Heat, winner gets Brandy's ass. Well, it's smoking. You can't deny that. And that Bernard is something else too. Bernard, the business bear. Number for Cheapest Heat, D-Bry versus Kushida could not top that 8-person women's match or Rude versus Balor. How about Bernard versus Flip? How about that? We don't even know who the hell Bernard the Business Bear is. We know he's getting under the skin of, I think, Nick Jackson on Being the Elite, doing the whole, but Flip versus Bernard, just shut up and give me my money, because I want to see Bernard in the ring. He's already 1/3 of the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions if you saw Cody after the match. Number from Sparky, Mojo versus Bobby Roode. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, thank you. But knowing WWE, they'll put on the pre-show and make SummerSlam 6-7+ hours long with 13 matches and only 2 that I care about. Like, really? Really? Once again, if you guys have not hit that, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously, and if you are enjoying the stream, definitely hit that like button. If you're new, if you want to subscribe to the channel, definitely super kick that like button, or even call me Goid, or even Destino it. Definitely super kick and subscribe to the channel for even more great videos. Now let's go on to Block A preview for tomorrow morning's matchups. And really, it's really down to 3 guys. Hiroshi Tanahashi, who's leading with 12 points. Balloon Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada with 10. And Switchblade Jay White with 10 points. Now, the other matches on this Block B tomorrow morning are important, but not as important as those three guys left's matches. Now, first one, Minoru Suzuki versus Hangman Page. Page is coming off his win over Togi Makabe, which was a big win for him. His biggest win in this G1 right now. He knocked off a G1 winner and an IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And Suzuki's coming off his loss to Kazuchika Okada in that war where Okada got like just the hell beaten out of him. So coming from me in this A block matchup tomorrow morning, I'm going to go with Minoru Suzuki to defeat Adam Page. And now the next matchup between Yoshihashi versus the underboss, one third of the BCOGs, Bad Luck Fale. Now this is definitely could be maybe the least interesting match in the G1. Any match with Fale or Yoshihashi has been kind of lackluster, except Yoshihashi's match against Michael Elgin, which he did beat Michael Elgin, which was maybe the biggest shock. But Fale really hasn't done anything other than he's won a couple matches, but he really has done nothing in this G1. He doesn't care, like he says, and he'll find a way to just tell him to fuck him. That's it. So coming from me in this A block matchup, which I don't think anybody really cares about, but I still got to make the pick, I'm going to go with Yoshihashi to upset and maybe win by DQ Bad Luck Fale. And now the next matchup, and it's a member of the last three in Block A that could win the block, featuring Switchblade Jay White versus the Unchained Gorilla Makabe Togi. Now, Switchblade is coming in with 10 points, and he has a lot at stake because if Tanahashi or Okada lose either their next two matches and Switchblade wins his final matches, Switchblade can easily sneak and win this block and make it to his first ever G1 finals. And Switchblade has had an amazing G1 in his debut this year. I mean, look at the men he has beaten in this G1 as of right now. He's beaten Okada in night one. He beat Tanahashi. He beat Yoshihashi. He beat Hangman Adam Page 2-4-6-8, and he beat who else did he beat in this tournament? Who did he beat in this tournament? Who did he beat? I forget who did he beat. He beat somebody. I just got to remember who he beat. Who did he beat? Oh, he did beat Michael Elgin. That's right. He did beat Michael Elgin. So he's definitely right. He's definitely in the driver's seat because he has the tiebreaker over the two leaders right now in A block with Tanahashi and Okada. Then you got Makabe, who's coming off his loss against Hangman Page. And during the tag team match this morning, Switchblade Jay White wanted to take advantage by attacking him with a steel chair and then letting his Chaos brethren, either Show or Yo attack him. Like you see the tag team matches with him, and you see how much Rocky Romero hates Switchblade's guts because every time he's tag teaming with any of his Roppongi 3K members, he doesn't help. He's telling them, "Listen to me, and for God's sakes, there better be a chair at that backstage interview tonight on New Japan's YouTube channel when they do the interviews. There better be a damn chair for Switchblade Jay White. He has said that multiple times in those backstage interviews. He wants a damn chair. There better be one, or I'll be saying something in the comment section in that video for sure." So coming from me in this matchup, which is big for Switchblade Jay White, I'm going to take the Switchblade to defeat Makabe Togi. And now the next matchup. It is a battle of two former tag team partners, former World Tag League partners, between the leader of A block. He is the ace of the universe. He is Hiroshi Tanahashi. And his opponent is the former Never Openweight champion. He is unbreakable Michael Elgin. Now, the situation for Tanahashi is simple. He wins his next two matches, he will make it to the G1 finals. So winning these matchups are big right now. Now it's gut check time. And with Tanahashi getting a big win over Evil, he definitely has a big-time advantage against Tanahashi and Switchblade Jay White. But with those two looming, you can just tell. You can definitely see something big happening in this block tomorrow morning. Then you have Michael Elgin, who's coming in with a bad shoulder. He's got a torn bicep thanks to Minoru Suzuki. So he's coming in wounded. But that really hasn't stopped Michael Elgin, really. He's persevered even worse than this. But it's crazy that Elgin, I don't think anybody even remembers he beat Kenny Omega in the G1, but he never got a shot at the U.S. title. I'll never forget that last year when Elgin beat Omega. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, he's going to have a chance at the U.S. title. He never even got one shot. That's crazy. And I think Elgin's in. He's going to try to play spoiler here. This block A has been full of upsets. Hey, what could be better than one more huge upset in this block? So coming from me in this matchup. Now I know Sparky, you're a huge Tanahashi. I know there's a lot of people who love Tanahashi on my channel. I know I'm gonna get this one wrong, but I'm gonna take a risk and have a upset special happen. I think something's going to happen. It's in Osaka. Something's going to happen. I'm going to take Michael Elgin to upset Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, before I go to the big main event match in Block A tomorrow morning, let's answer some of these comments. Another one from Sparky. Many people think Elgin hasn't done anything in his career, but he has beaten Kenny Omega in a ladder match for the IC title. And he is a former Ring of Honor World Champion. I'm sorry. He is a former Ring of Honor World Champion. Yes, he hasn't done as much as he hasn't done much in New Japan as I really thought he would. I mean, yes, he beat Kenny Omega in Dominion. That may have been Kenny Omega's only his two losses at Dominion. He lost to Okada and then lost to Elgin. But he won the Intercontinental title. He's a never openweight champion, and he's a former Ring of Honor World Champion. Even though people in the United States don't like Michael Elgin, because I heard that a lot of people just think he's boring. I never understood that, Sparky, that people think Elgin is boring. I mean, maybe the character, maybe the character's boring, but the wrestler, no. He's not boring coming from me. I don't know why people think he's boring when he's not. But yeah, I mean, to beat his former tag team partner in this G1 could definitely boost his career going into the later 2018 year. Maybe he'll have a shot at another title, maybe another opportunity at the never openweight title. You just never know. Another one from Philip. Switchblade Jay White is my pick. I think so too. He's having one hell of a G1. I don't think we can deny that, Philip, that he's having one hell of a G1 in his debut for sure. Another one from Sparky. Also, maybe the upset is Evil versus Okada once again. And let's just talk about the main event for Block A between representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, King of Darkness, Evil, because this is evil. Everything is evil. Subadewa. All of it. Everything is evil. And his opponent, he is looking to win his third G1 in 4 years. He is my pick to win G1 Climax this year. He is the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He is the Balloon Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Now, we all remember what happened last year in Osaka when Kazuchika Okada was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He lost to Evil, in which one of my favorite nights, because I was rooting for Evil in that match, because I needed somebody to beat Okada before Kenny Omega beat him in the G1. But Evil was the first man to defeat Kazuchika Okada last year, and he had a chance to do it once again. And Sparky definitely says it. Also, maybe the upset is Evil versus Okada once again. And yes, it could definitely happen. But Evil is definitely another guy who's on up. Spoiler alert. Just like Elgin is, just like Makabe is. Because if any of those three guys knock off the top three guys in A block, the door is open to any of those guys to win, for sure. So coming from it in the main event match in Block A tomorrow morning, there's no way. I'm gonna straight up tell you, Sparky. There's no way there's no way Evil's gonna knock off Okada twice. There's no way. I just do not see it. Because if Okada would have beaten Evil last year, I would say Evil would beat Okada this year. But Evil won last year, and Okada's gonna look. He is definitely gonna be looking for revenge. So coming from me in the Block A main event tomorrow morning, I'm taking Kazuchika Okada to move up 2 more points and keep pace with Tanahashi and defeat Evil. So let me know in the chat box below, who do you have winning the Block A matches tomorrow morning on NewJapanWorld.com. And again, if you're not subscribed to NewJapanWorld.com, what are you waiting for? It's the best wrestling organization in the world today. If you're on the WWE Network, yeah, it's fine, but you don't get the high-quality 5-star matches like New Japan World does and New Japan Pro Wrestling. So if you're not subscribed to NewJapanWorld.com, subscribe now. It is worth the money. Just like with Honor Club, it's worth the money. WWE, on the other hand, well, if you like WWE, you would subscribe to them. Another one from Philip Roberts: Okada will seek his revenge on Abe. Yeah, I mean, he's the last time the last loss he had, Okada wise, was Fale. He hasn't lost since then, and Evil won the tag team match this morning, so that guarantees you Okada's not losing to Evil. So I'm agreeing with you. Philip Roberts, he's going to get the Balloon Rainmaker is going to get some revenge, and he's going to get that W back that he lost last year. All right, Sparky has his pick. He has Tanahashi, Okada, Hangman Page to defeat Minoru Suzuki. Yo, if Page beats Suzuki, give him the Ring of Honor World title. Let's be honest here. Give him the Ring of Honor World title if Page beats Minoru Suzuki. You got Switchblade and you got Fale. I like that. It's Upset City. This block is Upset City. Block A is all about upset cities. And Hangman beating Suzuki. Now, Sparky, I gotta say, that is a ballsy pick, and I like it. And you have Fale beating Yoshihashi. Yeah, I can see that, but you can also see referee interference and Loa and Tamatonga getting involved. So that pick you can definitely change it before the stream is over for sure if you want to. But that Page pick is very ballsy, and I like it. For sure, I really do like it. Now, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I want to thank you guys again so very much for watching. I'm not going yet. I'm just thanking you guys once again in advance. You guys make this so much fun to do. Anytime I want to stream, you guys show up in mass. I want to thank Cheapest Heat, Philip Roberts, Sparky, and if Kane Gaming was here, I would thank Kane Gaming, and anybody else show up other than? No, but these guys, again, thank you guys so very much for showing up this afternoon. I do appreciate it. And thank you guys for showing your love on all these stream videos. Again, I didn't expect you guys to show so much love to them. So, again, thank you guys so very much. Sparky, he needs a huge win in his debut G1. Well, I mean, he beat Makabe. I mean, how is that not a huge win? I mean, Makabe did beat Okada in this G1 before. He's a former G1 Climax champion. He's a former IWGP heavyweight champion. Yeah, but I think his huge win was against Makabe. I think that can definitely put his name really up there on the resume in Ring of Honor, that he beat a former G1 champion and a former IWGP heavyweight champion in Makabe. Beating Suzuki is going to be a tough task because he's going to work on a body part until he puts you in that sleeper and puts you down with the GSP, the God Style Pile Driver. Known from Philip, Hangman Page is not being used properly. You should be champ. Yeah, he has had one hell of a 2018. I mean, yes, he's faced Tanahashi this year. He's faced Kenny Omega. He's faced Switchblade Jay White. He's making his first G1 appearance, and he's already knocked off Makabe. So yeah, Ring of Honor, I'll tell you right now. I'll straight up tell you right now. If Hangman Page beats Suzuki, Ring of Honor officials or your Ring of Honor Melvins, you better give him a world title opportunity before the end of the year. But he should be a TV champ very soon in Ring of Honor because he absolutely deserves it, Philip. I know his match with Punishment Martinez didn't go his way, but he is overdue for a singles title in Ring of Honor or New Japan. I mean, he's already held the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles. Now is the time to give him a singles belt. I think it's going to be the TV title coming from me, Philip, for sure. Once again, I hope you guys are having a fantastic first weekend of August. I sure am. Hope all of you guys are doing fine, happy, safe, healthy, all of that. Hashtag Sparky Omega gave him the book on how to win matches on Being the Elite, so he might use the Dr. Omega tactics. That's true. But also Omega losing could say, Omega can come back on Monday and say, I want the book back. I'm losing. I need the book back. I need the book back. I need to start winning again. I need to read that. I need to read that book that I gave to you. I need it back. But knowing Hangman, he's gonna say, I'm gonna need it I'm gonna need it at least 2 more times. I want to need it at least another time because I gotta finish his first G1 on a good note instead of a bad note. And hopefully they will name some more matches for All In. I know Monday they'll have a new Being the Elite episode. And if you're not subscribed to Being the Elite and you are a wrestling fan, especially for the Bullet Club Elite, definitely hit that subscribe button for sure if you're not part of the Being the Elite. Or he'll try to choke him. Well, like he did to that famous Dick wrestler Joey Ryan, who he supposedly killed. Well, we saw him do that to Chase Owens playing Mario Tennis Ace. So yeah, you can definitely see Omega do it, but I wouldn't try to do anything on Hangman because, well, he did kind of kill that famous Dick wrestler Joey Ryan, supposedly. But yeah, but I can definitely, yeah. Another from Philip, at least TV champion. Yeah, absolutely. Hangman Page would be a fantastic TV champion, but it's hard to take it off a guy like Punishment Martinez. It's tough. I mean, his match at Best of the World was great. I'll even admit it was a great match. But he needs to be Ring of Honor TV champion soon, very soon. If he can't go after the Ring of Honor world title, he needs to be TV champion. And I know Tanahashi has given him so many high praise. So definitely don't look out later this year. Maybe Hangman will get a shot at that TV title and actually win it and be a great TV champion. And known from Sparky and to Juice. Yeah, you'll find and yeah, he'll do something because I actually like him, Juice, on Being the Elite. I do like him, like bringing that little bit of that New Japan style to Being the Elite. Other than Marty and Flip Take Japan, which was hilarious. But I do like that they're bringing like Juice in and they're showing some of the New Japan stars like Okada or Yujiro or Taka Michinoku or Fale and all that stuff. I do like that. But Being the Elite is the best wrestling series on YouTube. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're all about Kenny Omega and the Bullet Club Elite, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you are enjoying the stream, definitely super kick that like button. And if you're new to the channel, definitely super kick that subscribe button and become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. Because I do predictions for football, wrestling, and when it comes to the playoffs, I do every type of sports. I may be thinking about doing the CFL. If you're a huge Canadian Football League fan, I may be doing the CFL playoffs this year. But I'm also thinking about it. So again, if you're new to the channel, definitely super kick that subscribe button and become part of this huge, dangerous alliance. Now, I want to shift gears to football. I know next week we start preseason football, which I cannot wait to see. Can't wait to see some of the draft picks start, like guys like Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, and a few others. Can't wait for the season to start. And I will have to admit, I did hear about Johnny Manziel's debut with the Montreal Alouettes in the CFL, and it was not good. It was just not good. I heard he had, 4 picks? Johnny, Like, really? 4 picks in your day? It was your way. It was your time to shine, and you throw 4 picks. Hey, I guess he said, "Hey, Nathan Peterman, hold my beer. I'm gonna top you." Like, but again, I kind of feel bad for Johnny Manziel. I do like Johnny Manziel. I liked him at A&M, but just being his first debut, and it was on live television too, so everybody saw him throw 4 picks, and that's sad. And that's pretty sad. And I bet you he's definitely thinking, I want to go back to the NFL. I want to go back to the NFL. I want to go back to the NFL. What else happened? I did hear that Brian Dozier went to the Dodgers from the Twins, so that's a big addition to the Dodgers, which is great for definitely if you're Dodgers fans out there. That's got to be a big time move, and maybe could be another deep run for the Dodgers in the playoffs. By the way, guys, let me know what you guys are watching lately these days. I always like to know what you guys are watching on TV. If you're watching any animes, let me know which ones you're watching. Because I always like to talk about anime or talk about any kind of all right. No one from Philip. I went to GameStop yesterday and I picked up 2 pop vinyls, and it was the Young Bucks. And do you know about New Japan's game that's coming out this year or next? I'm surprised you even found it, because I know those suckers are like a hot commodity. And I've sort of heard them that like being sold out almost every GameStop. So Philip, you're lucky you got them, because they're like a few and far between in the world. So of how important it was. Did you see any Kenny Omega or Cody ones? That would have been cool to see for sure. And the New Japan game, you mean the Fire Pro Wrestling one? Because that game looks amazing. I'm going to say it right now. That game is going to be the best wrestling game out there. No offense to 2K. But Fire Pro Wrestling World is the shit. The shit. Number from Sparky. Thoughts on American Alpha reunite when Jordan comes back? That's a good move, and then have Jordan turn on Gable. I was hearing they're going to do American Alpha versus Ambrose and Seth Rollins, which I'm thinking to myself, okay, I do like American Alpha. They were a great tag team in NXT, but you're kind of just wasting Ambrose and Rollins to a tag team. Rollins should be in the main event picture. He should have been in the main event picture as soon as he lost the Intercontinental title, yet WWE seems to be idiots and saying, oh, we're going to put you in a tag team match we're going to put you back in the tag team and have you a tag team with Dean Ambrose when he comes back after SummerSlam. But, I mean, Jordan turning on Gable, I mean, do we really care about Jason Jordan anymore? Like, we really don't. It's not interesting anymore. All this was not going to work as soon as they did that whole Kurt Angle's my dad. Stupid. Just stupid. That was just the dumbest thing ever. And ever since then, it's been downhill for Jason Jordan. And again, I can care less now with that tag team division on Raw. Even if they did Ambrose and Rollins again, the tag team division on Raw is garbage. The only great tag team division in wrestling right now is New Japan, Ring of Honor, and NXT. And maybe Impact Wrestling if you're a fan of Impact Wrestling. Now one from Sparky. I have an autograph from Matt Jackson and a Naito teddy bear. Oh, wow. It's awesome. And those are going to be like cash money right there. Like even ones from autograph from Matt Jackson and one of those Naito teddy bears. Those are freaking awesome. Every time I see them in the stands in the New Japan events on my computer, which is pretty cool to see. But yeah, those are got. I wonder how much those teddy bears are, honestly, when it comes to like yen wise. Now from Sparky, Ambrose needs to turn heel on Rollins when he comes back. Well, yeah, it should happen, but knowing them, they're gonna just they're gonna be good friends again. They're gonna tag team, and then then we're gonna wait for the turn to happen. But if they don't turn them after SummerSlam, I am absolutely not down. I am absolutely not down for another tag team Shield reunion because I am done with that. It didn't happen. It didn't work before. It's not gonna work again. Now from Philip Roberts. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the Fire Pro Wrestling World. I've seen gameplay of it. It's a hell of a lot better than any 2K game WWE is putting out. And that's saying a lot. That a New Japan game, a game that's been around since the early 90s, is going to be so awesome. I've seen, if you watch Pulse on YouTube, he does like this PCW stuff, like a pay-per-view for his Patreons, and he does all those Fire Pro Wrestling matches. They're so much fun to watch. They are so much fun to watch. And Fire Pro Wrestling World is going to be insane. It's going to be the best wrestling game if you're an avid wrestling fan, because you can download a bunch of characters, and then you add the New Japan stars. I mean, I've seen a little bit of gameplay with Naito. He even does it in the game, like the whole, he lays back and then he just does this. Amazing. It's just perfect. But again, Fire Pro Wrestling World is going to be the top wrestling game on the PlayStation 4. That game is going to be awesome. And it's going to top anything WWE 2K19 can think of, honestly. And I know 2K19 is coming out in October with AJ Styles on the front, pre-order, and Rey Mysterio, Ronda Rousey, that Ric Flair Woo collection. But I will have to say that Ric Flair collection with that pop vinyl Flair with the glasses and the belt looks fire, for sure. Another one from Sparky. Imagine Jordan returning and going to main event scene before Balor Rollins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because he's Kurt Angle's black son. My black son. My black son. It's just, if he gets to like a main event shot, I'm going to lose it. Because I like Jason Jordan, but he's always been known as a hot tagger. You tag him, he's going to go crazy and take the straps, go, like doing all that crazy stuff. If they make him the main event just because he's Kurt Angle's son, a joke. WWE has lost it. Well, they already have lost it. They're just going to lose it even more. Now from Philip, Rollins is the Kingslayer, yet he hasn't won the WWE title in 2 years. Because they want him to be the workhorse guy with the IC belt, or have him tag team with Dean Ambrose. Like, you're wasting him. He's the hottest thing on Monday Night Raw other than Braun Strowman. Let's be honest. He is the hottest thing on Monday Night Raw every Monday night. Well, they didn't even call it. It's Monday Night Rollins. But I'm just telling you right now, Rollins should be in the main event picture after he loses. I'm telling you, as soon as we don't know if he's going to be winning the Intercontinental title. I hope not, because I want to see him challenge for the Universal title as soon as possible, because he hasn't been in that Universal title picture since 2016. He hasn't been in that title picture since I think either since the Kevin Owens win in 2016. So he hasn't been there. He hasn't been in that situation since 2016. So he needs, not 2016, 2017. Either 2016 or 2017. I can't remember which. I think it was 2016 when Balor had to forfeit the belt. Yeah, 2016. So he hasn't been in that. He hasn't been in that that picture in a long time, for sure. Now from Sparky, Reigns versus Jordan main event. Oh God, don't Sparky, because that's not going to happen. I hope to God it doesn't, because they'll just get booed out of the building, and half the crowd in MetLife Stadium is going to leave, or most of them are going to leave if that happens, because Jordan, like, nobody cares about Jason Jordan. Let's be honest. Has Jason Jordan ever been relevant other than in a tag team in NXT? When he came to WWE, was he relevant? No. Roman Reigns is not going to be relevant even if he wins the Universal Championship, which there is a possibility that he will at SummerSlam. But I'm really thinking about this Universal title match, because they won't do another cash in on Brock, because it happened already. They're not going to do it again. I do not think they're going to do that again. So, man, I would be something if Brock wins. I would have no problem with that, because that will just continue the things that Roman can't beat Brock. Because I just don't think whoever wins is going to whoever wins that briefcase at SummerSlam is not going to cash in, because they already did that to Brock once. And I don't think they're going to do it twice. I just do not see it happening. No one from Philip Roberts. Ambrose and Rollins should attack Roman Reigns. Yeah, if wishes were fishes, I would be all for that. just to turn on, and more people would cheer him getting his ass kicked if it was his former Shield brethren, Ambrose and Rollins. And turning Rollins heel would be good, but Ambrose attacking Reigns would be kind of cool, though. Rollins would be kind of cool to see, but I'm down with an Ambrose and Rollins beat down on Roman. I'm absolutely down. JT Dangerously definitely approves. Known from Sparky, the best main event is Dean Ambrose as a huge heel versus Rollins as a huge face versus it was Reigns as a badass face according to WWE. Like I said, Roman Reigns is Poochie, the Rockin' Dog. If you remember him on The Simpsons, it's a bad guy who WWE's sense of Roman Reigns is he wants to be a bad guy who gets cheered. They're trying to do the Austin treatment in 01. You remember when Austin turned heel, but more people, you get that huge pop when Austin's music hits. He's a heel that fans still like to cheer. What do you call it? So Roman Reigns is trying to be what Austin was in 2001. A bad heel that gets cheered by the fans, and it's not working. But I would be down for Dean Ambrose as a huge heel. Like, if he does something crazy, like legit crazy to any of these guys, like, I don't know, get a baseball bat and hit him, like, or barbed wire baseball bat and hit him, or do something like that, I would be down for that. Another from Sparky, like AJ Styles was saying, beat up John Cena. They will beat up Roman Reigns. Yeah, we got to start that chat. We got to start that in this chat of hashtag beat up Roman Reigns, because I think that will definitely be trending for sure. Because I would think almost everybody in the Dangerous Alliance does not like Roman Reigns. So I definitely start that on this. I start that on the chat with hashtag either fuck Roman Reigns or hashtag beat up Roman Reigns. So it works. Now, once again, if you're new, if you just coming in, I made my picks for Block A tomorrow morning for the G1 Climax. I have Minoru Suzuki, Michael Elgin in an upset, Tanahashi, Yoshihashi, and Switchblade Jay White. Oh, wow, you got to be kidding. And Sparky said, did you see the new T-shirts after Extreme Rules? Seth Rollins blew a 3-0 lead. No, I have not seen the new shirt. Is there a new shirt that said he blew a 3-0 lead? Like, put in the if you got like a picture of it, I actually want to put it in the chat box, Sparky, because I actually want to see this, because that would be kind of hilarious. That would be kind of hilarious. And by the way, congratulations to Kane for being the new mayor of Knox County. Congrats to the Big Red Machine, or the Big Red Candy Cane Machine. By the way, if you're on Twitter, definitely follow a guy named Spirit. He's like, his thumbnail is like a huge fist, and he's been putting polls up for tomorrow morning's A block matches. And let me tell you what the votes are right now. In the Kazuchika Okada Evil matchup, Kazuchika Okada the percentage wise to win is 89%. Evil to win is 11%. In the Hiroshi Tanahashi Michael Elgin matchup, 57% are picking Hiroshi Tanahashi, 43% are picking Unbreakable Michael Elgin. In the Jay White Makabe matchup, 88% are picking Jay White, and 12% are picking Makabe Togi. And in the final, in the next matchup, Minoru Suzuki versus Hangman Page, 78% are picking Minoru Suzuki, 22% are picking Hangman Page. In the final A block matchup tomorrow morning between Fale and Yoshihashi, 63% are picking Bad Luck Fale, and 37% are picking Yoshihashi. So if you're on Twitter and you're a huge New Japan fan, definitely look up Spirit. His thumbnail is a huge fist, and definitely hit that follow button because he knows his stuff about New Japan as much as a lot of people. So definitely follow Spirit on Twitter. Look for the fist. By the way, I did hear about the Nate Diaz fight that's coming up, so I'm happy. I do like Nate Diaz. I'm a sucker for him, but I'm happy to see him. And I know Conor McGregor is going to be fighting once again after his craziness in that backstage stuff. So it's going to be good to see Nate Diaz and so it is confirmed. It is confirmed that UFC 229 is going to be the World Lightweight Champion versus Conor McGregor on October the 6th. So that has been official. So if you're a huge UFC fan, at UFC 229 on October 6th, I can never say this guy's name, but the lightweight champion is facing Conor McGregor. From Sparky, I thought he said he won't fight again until he fights McGregor again. That's what he said. Well, the lightweight champion is now confirmed to face Conor McGregor on October the 9th at UFC 229. So already been confirmed. I can say this guy's name. It's like Khabib Nurmagomedov. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name because I don't know a lot about him. But hopefully he will. Hopefully there won't be any bullshit. But yes, at UFC 229, it's going to be the UFC lightweight champion against the returning infamous Conor McGregor for the lightweight title. Another one from Philip, Brock versus McGregor. Well, we're going to get Brock versus Cormier, really. We're going to get Brock and Cormier, no doubt, for the heavyweight title. And really, I don't see Brock shredding weight to go who face McGregor. But I'd be down for seeing McGregor versus Brock. We saw McGregor versus Mayweather. How about we see Brock versus Mayweather? Another one from Sparky. Imagine Brock Lesnar going to the Octagon with the Universal title on. WWE is so dumb. Don't be surprised it actually happens. Because, again, I'm just having that sinking feeling that Brock Lesnar is going to retain at SummerSlam. There's not going to be a cash-in. Maybe after the night after SummerSlam on Raw. I can see it happening there, but don't be surprised that actually happens because he'd be, a two-sport champion if he actually beats Cormier, which I doubt, even though I like DC. I call him Baby Jesus, if you will, because of how he looks. But Cormier versus Lesnar could be good, but they made it too WWE-esque for me in that push, very WWE-esque. I know Nate Diaz is facing somebody. I can't remember who Nate Diaz is facing. Let me see here. Let me check. I know Nate Diaz because I love Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is, let me see. He's facing somebody. Who is he facing? Who is Nate Diaz facing? Is it at UFC 230? Let me know if you guys know who Nate Diaz is facing in his UFC return. Can't remember who it was. Now from Philip Roberts, eat, sleep, walk away, and take the Universal Championship. Repeat, because I got that feeling. I have that crazy feeling that they're going to swerve us by having Roman Reigns lose again to Brock Lesnar. I just have that feeling. Another from Sparky, but Brock was so good on Raw, like he looked like he cared. Well, that's the thing. Does he care more about? Does he look like he cares about the WWE, or does he care about just getting paid? There's a difference. You wanna clamor to the fans, or you wanna clamor to your paycheck? That's the thing, Sparky. That's the thing I see in Lesnar. He's not all about the business anymore. He's all about making a name for himself and making money. And then the next night, Roman will open the show and will start to cry, and then everybody's gonna say, "You deserve it. You deserve it." They're going to get that. You already know if Roman doesn't win, he's going to bitch. You already know. He is going to bitch. He's going to bitch. He is going to bitch. He's going to say, "Oh, the referee screwed me. The company's screwing me. Everybody's screwing me. Everybody in that goddamn locker room knows I'm the big dog. I run this yard." If you know where this promo, you know what I'm saying goes. If you remember the Bret Hart thing in '97, that's exactly where this is going to go. Number from Spark, Aleister Black injured, and he may be a week. Yeah, I did hear. I was going to talk about that in this stream. Yeah, Aleister Black may not be even in the triple threat in NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4. So I kind of want to say it's a silver lining, because he was really going to be the third wheel in the Gargano Ciampa rivalry. But again, I didn't expect it. So again, in my video for NXT Takeover, I am going to talk about it. It's going to be a triple threat match, but I'm going to say as of right now. That's how I'm going to say it when it comes to that triple threat. Until they say something about it and it turns just into a singles matchup, the triple threat is on until NXT says otherwise. I know he's injured. He did have surgery. But again, are we really sad it's not a triple threat, Sparky? Because we're going to maybe get Gargano and Ciampa again for the NXT World Title. I say it's a win. If he's out for NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4, again, speedy recovery to him. He'll be on SmackDown by maybe Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble. But I'm down for Gargano Ciampa 3. I am absolutely down for Gargano Ciampa 3 if it is a 1-on-1 match. No one from Philip Roberts. Brock Lesnar is a hired mercenary. Yeah, he's like Slade. He's like Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. He's there to do one job: eat, sleep, beat the hell out of you, F5 you, repeat. But again, his only goal is making the money. He's Deadshot. He's Deathstroke. He's all those kind of hired mercenaries in the Marvel or DC world. Now from Sparky, well, I am not happy. I think it should be a triple threat and have the one-on-one at War Games. Yeah, but again, who are they going to – okay, if they're going to have a triple threat match, who would you put in? If anybody on the NXT roster that you think could replace Aleister Black, let me know. Because, again, Aleister Black was the third wheel in that match. And I know he was not going to win back the NXT title. Because, let's see, he's never main evented an NXT TakeOver since he's been there. And he is definitely on his way out to the main roster, hopefully to SmackDown Live. So he was kind of the third wheel. And yeah, I do want to see Gargano and Ciampa in War Games, but that match has to be Hell in a Cell. That match has to be Hell in a Cell. Have Ciampa win against Gargano, and then have Gargano Ciampa inside Hell in a Cell in Los Angeles in November. That makes the most sense. If you want a one-on-one match at War Games, have it inside Hell in a Cell. You got to have it inside Hell in a Cell, Sparky. But again, let me know. If you can choose anybody on the NXT roster to replace Aleister Black in a triple threat match, let me know. Because really the only story that's going into that takeover is Ciampa Gargano. Sparky, I have a feeling that he will go to Raw and get botched. Well, he goes to Raw, he's going to get lost in the shuffle. He will absolutely get lost in the shuffle. He goes to SmackDown, he has a much better opportunity to get over, especially and face guys he's never faced before, like AJ, like Daniel, like Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe versus Aleister Black. Just shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money. If he goes to Raw, he's going to get buried by Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and who else? I bet he'll lose to like Constable Corbin, or be facing guys like Mojo Rawley. I know from Philip. Did you hear about Kane being new mayor? Yeah, I just congratulated him a couple seconds ago. Yeah, I was very surprised he won it, but congratulations to Kane for being the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. Which that is pretty saying something. A wrestler becoming a mayor. I mean, we could have had the Mayor King, Jerry the King Lawler, or we had a governor, Jesse the Body Ventura. So wrestlers going into politics sometimes works, sometimes don't work. But I'm happy for Kane. He stays in that political stuff and not come back to being Candy Kane and just being Glenn Jacobs. All good for me, Philip. Now I'm from Sparky. Alistair versus Nakamura. Need to face or kick to face. That's what I'm saying. Matches like that on SmackDown for Alistair Black, money. Because the Raw, he's going to be jobbing to guys like Constable Corbin and Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Makes sense. He goes to Monday. He goes to SmackDown and face guys like Nakamura, like Joe, like AJ Styles, like Daniel Bryan. Just guys that he can go like maybe 4.5, 3.5, 4-star matches. If he goes to Raw, he'll just have shit matches every week. And Michael Cole saying something stupid about him. Like, so I don't know what he would say that would be stupid about Aleister Black. But knowing Cole, he would say something stupid. Now from Philip Roberts, at least he isn't corporate Kane. Yeah, because that corporate, like I always said, when Kane came back to the WWE, I always called him Candy Kane because he was not the Kane I remember from like 2003. Like that Kane was a badass. 2003 Kane was a badass, and you can agree to disagree with me, but that 2003 Kane was badass, and I wish that Kane came back, but he had to go the what did they call them in with the Authority, the director of the DOA of Monday Night Raw, the director of Authority. Just it was so stupid. I'm just happy he is a corporate Kane, but what do you call it? Done from Sparky, but if he goes to Raw to feud with Corbin, he will get his Alistair's Funhouse. Oh my god. Them writers gotta be dumb as fuck. Them writers have gotta be dumb as fuck. They must be a bunch of monkeys in the creative and writing. Just the whole monkeys thing you see on The Simpsons with Mr. Burns, like the typing, and they say it was the worst of times, it was the worst of times, and then he just throws the paper at the monkey's head and he's still typing. It's like that's what WWE's writing is when it comes to like Raw. SmackDown's writing is good, like really good. Raw's is just piss poor, dumbass monkeys for sure. Known for Phil, I agree, yeah, because like that Kane. The Kane, like mask-wise, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003 was maybe his best years. And then after that, it was just slowed down and then just dead. Known from Sparky or feud with Roman and feel the big dog's power. Oh, my God. The ooh, ah, just, ugh. And I know, I love what Tama Tonga was doing. Like, he was doing the whole Superman punch thing. That was great. I'll even admit that was great to see. But I just can't wait. I'm just hoping that Roman loses again so he can just bitch. And he's going to, like, I don't know, do something stupid and push Kurt Angle and say, frustrate is not the goddamn word for it. This is bullshit. Like, Knowing from Philip, once he lost his mask, he lost his prime. Yeah. Like after 2003, like that 2003 Kane, great. 2004 Kane was okay. 2005 Kane, bad. 6, bad. 7, bad. 8, bad. 9, bad. 10, other than the world title run, bad. 11, bad. 12, bad. Ever since maybe the end of 2004, he was relevant. After that, he was just not relevant and just a stooge, corporate puppet, Candy Kane, if you will. But his best stuff was 2003, 2004 without the mask. That was maybe the best stuff out of Kane. Known from Sparky on Instagram, Tama posted a photo and someone said he sucked, and he replied, "I put 5 stars according to Davey." Oh my goodness. Tom is pretty damn good on social media. He knows how to reply real back. Other than like Roman Reigns, like when somebody says something, he just kind of almost like insults them, saying, "Oh, I'm the big dog. Yes, sir." But yeah, Tama Tonga usually one-ups a lot of people on social media, and I wouldn't be surprised he said that if he replied, "I could put 5-star matches according to Davey Fletcher." Who's there, Fletcher? Who's that guy who gives out stars? Like, well, as Fale would say, fuck him. By the way, if you guys seen any new movies lately, let me know in the chat box. Once again, thank you guys for showing up for the stream this afternoon. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, first weekend of August. Hope you guys are staying cool. Trying to stay cool with this weather in California. We're I think 26 consecutive days of triple-digit heat. So if you live in California like myself, or in Fresno, Visalia, and all that places, definitely hit the pools, cooling centers, and all that stuff. But I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And if you have not super kicked that like button yet, what are you waiting for? Super kick it if you're enjoying the stream, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the Dangerous Alliance. Freaking beard is growing back in. Ugh. Don't like it. Do not like it. I'm not a beard guy. Oh my God. Sparky. Tama Tonga just tweeted something out and it's hilarious. Let me see if I can. This is great. Look at this, folks. This is straight out of Tama Tonga. This is great. Look at this. This is really good. This is just from Tama Tonga about let's say about 7 hours ago. This is so good. This is good. Yeah, Sparky. I know. Yeah, that's the photo he posted on Instagram too. Yeah. God, 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 Tama Tonga. That is so perfect. I love that. That is awesome. I didn't even know they had Doritos like that. I swear, I never even knew Doritos had that, which was cool to see. Again, thank you guys so very much for joining me on the stream today. Again, thanks guys like the Cheapest Heat, Philip Roberts, Sparky for commenting their opinions. Hell, they got any new questions for me? Definitely feel free to chat. Feel free to put them down there. Like, am I Marvel or DC or something like that. I always like doing those kind of questions. But again, thank you to those the viewers showing up on the stream today. Again, thank you guys so very much for supporting the channel. Once again, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Super kick that subscribe button and definitely be part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. Definitely not forget to hit that like button. Now, if you just joining, I did my predictions for Block A, and I also did my International Cup predictions for Ring of Honor. I'm picking Christopher Daniels to win the Ring of Honor International Cup to challenge Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World Title at Honor Reunited. And my Block A picks for tomorrow morning are Minoru Suzuki, Hangman, Minoru Suzuki, Switchblade Jay White, Yoshihashi, Michael Logan in my upset spell, and Kazuchika Okada. So if you're a huge New Japan fan and you want to know what I thought about B Block, definitely it was a great B Block. We got a huge upset. If you don't know, Ishii beat Kenny Omega and Ibushi beat Naito in a war. And Block B is definitely up for grabs going into the last couple of days of the tournament. Now from Sparky, Roman Reigns versus Jordan, who gets cheered? I would say the front row. Obviously Jordan, yeah. But really it will be like kind of like that. Not like, yeah, let's go Jason Jordan, yeah. It's going to be like this. Or just like the monotone clap. That's it. That's what Jordan's going to get. Because every time he comes out, it's just a monotone clap. Let me know if you guys have seen the Christopher Robin movie. I'm very interested in that movie. I can say that because I've been a big fan of Winnie the Pooh as a kid. So if anybody has seen the Christopher Robin movie, definitely tell me if it's worth to go see for sure. Because I definitely would like to see that movie. Being it's a very kid at heart, because I am, even at 20 years old, I'm very much a kid at heart. I do watch cartoons still because cartoons were the best thing that keeps me relaxed, cool, as tranquilo as I can be. But again, definitely let me know if there's any good movies that are out there that I have not seen yet. Let me know. Number from Philip. What do you think about the new Halloween movie that is coming out soon? Oh, do you like horror movies? And what is your favorite? I'm very interested in the Halloween movie because I like Jamie Lee Curtis. I really do like Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm very interested in that Halloween movie, being it's older Jamie Lee Curtis trying to kill Michael Myers, which is going to be good. And I love horror movies. I absolutely love horror movies. My favorite horror movies, I would say, of course, is Nightmare on Elm Street. But there's only one I actually like more than the others, and that's Dream Warriors. For some insane reason, I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I think Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, just because of the Dokken song of Dream Warriors. If you know that song from the 80s, that's one of my favorite movies. I love the Saw series. I own 3 Saw movies, Saw 2, and Saw 5, but I love all of them. I love found footage horror films like Grave Encounters 2, Troll Hunters, which was maybe the best found footage film I've seen. For some reason, I love the new Nightmare on Elm Street, even though a lot of people didn't. I like the new Friday the 13th they did, but a lot of people didn't. Let me get back to the horror thing. Sparky said, I have to go, bro. See you in the future streams and videos, unless when I come back, you're here. All right, I'll see you later, Sparky. If I'm not on, definitely comment after the video for sure. But again, thanks for showing up. Thanks for keeping me company today on the stream. But again, definitely see you in videos. Definitely will see you in the comments section when it comes to New Japan backstage comments tonight. So definitely I'll see you there. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, Sparky. But back to you, Philip. Let me think of other horror movies I love. Oh, man, there's so many other ones. Let me see. I can think of some other ones, but I'll get back. I heard about the new Venom. I heard about there's a new Venom movie, Carnage. That Carnage is going to make an appearance. Well, a lot of people are thinking it's Carnage, like if you saw the trailer, but that's not Carnage. That's Riot. That's another symbiote that's not that I didn't know about. I thought it was going to be Carnage straight up. But the villain in that the villain symbiote in that movie is not Carnage. It's Riot, which a lot of people in the comics would know, but I don't know a lot about him other than he's a different symbiote. But Carnage could make an appearance, maybe not. But the villain in Venom is Riot. But another from I like that one too. You mean the Nightmare on Elm Street, the newest one? The newest one I thought was great. I loved it, especially the new guy who played Freddy. I thought that was a great take on him for being like a different take on the original character. I like that one. let me think of some other good horror movies. I like Paranormal Activity. Those ones are always fun. I like The Purge. I haven't seen the new one yet, but I'm interested in. I'm definitely interested in watching it. Got another one from Philip. Did you hear that they are making another Nightmare on Elm Street? Well, let's just hope it is as good as the 2010 one, because that one is hard to top coming from me, and some of the old ones are always really good. But if they are making another Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm down. I'm absolutely down for that. Let me think of some other. What are some other horror movies? I love Alien. I love Alien. I love Aliens. And I hated Alien 3, but I loved Alien Resurrection with Naomi Watts and Sigourney Weaver. I hate the third one was just garbage. I'll even admit that straight up and now. Aliens 3 was garbage. Aliens, and Alien Resurrection. I love Predator. I love Predator. The first one, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator 2 is great. Gary Busey and Danny Glover. Love that movie. I was okay with Predators with what's his name? Tobey Maguire. What was that guy's name? The lead character in Predators. I actually like that one. And I'm very interested in the newest Predator movie. But I kind of feel like they're doing a hybrid, made in a lab by humans Predator against an original Predator, which I'm interested in seeing that movie because I'm a sucker for horror and sci-fi horror for sure. No, for film, I did not like the new It movie. Well, I never saw the original. I never got to watch the original It movie. So watching the new It movie was good. I thought it was good. The Pennywise in that one was really good. I've only seen like a couple minutes of the Tim Curry's the actor who played the original Pennywise, like a couple seconds. But I was not a big fan of it because it was more like a TV series more than a TV movie. But I thought the It movie was good. I thought it was really good. A good aspect on a classic